There are parts of America that never really made it into history books. Places where stories don't end, they linger. I'm wearing Lost Americana, the fragrance born from MGK's collaboration with Dossier. It smells like open roads and wood smoke, suede jackets, and a quiet prayer. Almond, incense, myrrh, suede, vanilla, notes that cling like memory. This scent feels like the soul of the mountains themselves, half beauty, half warning. And tonight, on the edge of Halloween, we're stepping into the world of Appalachian Superstition, where every crow, candle, and feather once meant something. Before Dopplers and the Weather Channel, there was the woolly worm. Its stripes foretold the winter, black for bitterness, brown for mercy. If the worm's black bands were thick, locals whispered of heavy snow. If the brown was white, the cold would be kind. Children carried them like prophets. Elders nodded because they already knew. Superstition, maybe, but when you live where the wind speaks its own language, you learn to listen. And you didn't laugh at their predictions, because here, the seasons were teachers, and the creatures knew first. Every mountain family knew about the black hen. She wasn't like the others. They said her feathers carried secrets, and that she could see through to the spirit world. When she went quiet, death lingered nearby. Her eggs were protection, buried beneath the doorsteps to keep witches and bad luck away. Grandmothers never broke one without saying a prayer first. If you found a red spot inside, someone had been speaking ill of you. And if that hen ever crowed like a rooster, you better cover your mirrors, because the veil was thin enough for the dead to come calling. The old folks used to warn, never stare too long into a puddle after rain. They believed water remembered, that it could hold your face and something else behind it. A spirit? Perhaps. A reflection from a life you hadn't lived yet? Maybe. Some said if your reflection blinked when you didn't, the dead were watching you. Others said puddles were mirrors for lost souls, opening just for a breath on a stormy night. Some even speculate and say rain was heaven's way of washing off what we've carried too long. And maybe they're right, because when I see myself in a puddle after a storm, I see every version of me that stood here before. The child, the dreamer, the woman, all asking if I still believe in the signs. Mirrors and moons guided every hand that planted or buried. Local elders say to cover a mirror when someone dies, or the soul might mistake it for home. The moon told you when to sow, when to harvest, when to cut your hair. Rain on the full moon meant cleansing, washing away whatever you weren't brave enough to let go of. Maybe that's what superstition really was, a rhythm between us and the land, a kind of understanding modern noise has drowned out. Every note in Lost Americana feels like a memory of that rhythm. The incense of porch smoke, the suede of worn saddles, the sweetness of vanilla pie cooling by a window. It's nostalgic, yes, but it's not sad. It's a reminder that the old America still breathes in the small things, in a rooster's cry before daylight, in the hush of the woods before snow, in the black hen guarding her nest beneath the barn light. The past isn't gone, it's just hiding in plain sight. And as Halloween settles over these hills, remember this is the night when the old stories wake up. If a rooster crows too soon, or the woolly worm crosses your path, or you hear the black hen whisper in her sleep, just nod. The mountains are saying good evening. When I first held this bottle of Lost Americana, I didn't just think of perfume. I thought of stories misplaced. The quiet ones that used to live between mountains and creeks. The old ways, the whispered warnings, the superstitions, the ones that guided how we planted, prayed, and feared. I believe scent invokes memories. A fragrance can bring you to places you may not have physically been in years, but in an instant, it all comes rushing back to you. Lost Americana brought me to the memories of smoke rising from an old wood stove, suede from a jacket that was passed down from a forgotten family member, biblical myrrh that puts me front row in a church, and the faint sweetness of these memories that never die. It's the scent of old lost America, the one where superstitions were facts and omens. And those ways may be fading, but they're not gone. They linger like perfume on the air.
Thank you so much for watching tonight's video. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and stay tuned every Friday so you don't miss out on a Friday fragrance and fiction. And tonight, I leave you with this. May your fire burn steady, your perfume linger warm, and your heart stay brave enough to believe in a little magic. Happy Halloween from these hills, and I'll catch you in the next one.